How do I prevent inbreeding in beetles? If you're interested in breeding beetles and want to avoid the negative effects of inbreeding, you're in the right place. Let's explore some practical ways to prevent inbreeding in these fascinating insects. First, it's important to understand why inbreeding is a problem. When beetles mate with close relatives, it can lead to inbreeding depression, which means their offspring may have lower fitness, slower development, and reduced survival rates. For example, studies on the coffeeberry borer beetle and seed beetles like Calosebruchus maculatus have shown that inbreeding can significantly reduce the health and viability of their offspring. Pre-copulatory mate choice. One effective way to prevent inbreeding is through pre-copulatory mate choice. Some beetle species, like the cabbage beetle Colophellus beringi, have evolved mechanisms where females prefer to mate with non-sibling males. In experiments, females were given the choice between mating with a sibling or a non-sibling male, and they consistently chose the non-sibling male. This natural preference helps avoid the costs associated with inbreeding. Dispersal. Dispersal is another strategy that can help prevent inbreeding. By ensuring that beetles disperse to different areas, you reduce the likelihood of close relatives mating. This can be achieved by maintaining separate breeding groups or colonies and periodically introducing new individuals from different sources to increase genetic diversity. Post-copulatory mechanisms. While pre-copulatory mechanisms are more common, some species might also employ post-copulatory mechanisms to avoid inbreeding. However, studies on beetles like the cabbage beetle have shown that post-copulatory mechanisms, such as sperm selection, are not as effective in avoiding inbreeding in these insects. Breeding strategies. To prevent inbreeding in your beetle breeding program, you can implement a few key strategies. First, maintain multiple breeding groups and rotate males and females between these groups to increase genetic diversity. Second, introduce new beetles from different sources periodically to refresh the gene pool. This can be done by purchasing beetles from different breeders or collecting them from various locations. Monitoring and selection. Regularly monitor the health and fitness of your beetles. Select for individuals that show robust health and high reproductive success, as these are likely to have a more diverse genetic makeup. Avoid breeding beetles that show signs of inbreeding depression, such as slower development or lower survival rates. By combining these strategies, pre-copulatory mate choice, dispersal, and careful breeding practices, you can effectively prevent inbreeding and maintain a healthy, genetically diverse population of beetles. This will help ensure that your beetles remain robust and thrive over generations.